Meeting.
For you?
And welcome to the Charlton Board of Selectmen meeting, Select Board meeting. Today is May 26, 2026. It is 6:30 PM. And if we could all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is being recorded and broadcast live on Charter Cable Access, but if you're watching that, you already know that. So I would move on to announcements. Mike.
Announcements for the Select Board meeting, May 26, 2026. Charlton Takeover at the Polar Park, Friday, June 26, 2026 at 6:45 p.m. In June, the Charlton Library is celebrating the upcoming 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence with a display of military uniforms, programs on Revolutionary fashion, historic calligraphy, and a talk by a local author, Walter Hersey, on Sturbridge Soldiers of the American Revolution. Full details can be found on the library's website.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Is there anybody here for open forum? Please come up front and state your name and address.
My name is Jim Faust, and live on 18 Baker Road in Charlton.
Okay.
And how much time do I have to speak?
3 minutes, but
What's that?
3 minutes.
3 minutes,
but-
okay. I'm here to request a portion of the opioid settlement funds that were distributed to the town of Charlton for a nonprofit that my wife and I run called Adams Parachute. Adams Parachute's mission is to bring the therapeutic effects of fly fishing, therapeutic benefits of fly fishing to people seeking long-term recovery from substance use disorder. We do this because sadly we lost our boy Adam on July 13th, 2024 to fentanyl poisoning. Adam had been in recovery for 2 years and 2 months, and he used to say, I got to figure out who I am now that I'm not using, and he found that. He found his passion in helping other people who struggled as he did, and he was very good at it. In fact, he saved someone's life the night before he passed, and had a panic attack the following morning, and I think looked for a pill to relax, and it was poisoned with fentanyl and cocaine. So we started this in January of 2025. Since then, 15 months, we've met over 2,000 people who are seeking long-term recovery at 20 to 25 different recovery programs and sober homes throughout Massachusetts. I teach fly tying from November until April. I teach about 200 flies a month. We taught 1,200 flies this year, and from the end of April until the beginning of November, we fish. I got 100 people out first-time fly fishing last year. I'll get 250 people out this year. We have camping fishing weekends, Friday to Sunday. I rent out a campground on the Deerfield River, and we fish and we hang out together, and I do a lot of different day trips. I guess that'll probably
Yeah, no.
fill my 3 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're a 501c3, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know much about the grant, or we were awarded the grant, but
So-
the stipulations on how we can award it? Or?
Well, we have awarded a significant portion of the money to some internal training, such as like the CPR training and some other programs within municipal departments, but I can come back to the board with a discussion about the remaining funds and developing a plan on using those.
I have to say that I have seen you at the Point Breeze on the annual fundraiser for the halfway house for the church.
Oh, yes.
You
yeah.
guys were there, very powerful, very moving.
Thank
And,
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
very. So anything we can do
Yeah.
to help, we'll certainly
What,
consider.
what was the? Do you remember what the total grant award was? I have no idea.
I believe that we had about $36,000 in current funds, but with more to be distributed in future years. So.
Okay. I know the recommendation is, I think we, you want to
I'd recommend
circle
moving
back
this
with
up.
Andrew and probably,
I would recommend to the board to put this on for a future discussion on future distribution of the funds, so that way you guys can figure out an application process
Okay.
for.
Makes sense.
And what the balance is.
Right.
Yeah,
For the next meeting,
Yeah.
June 16th.
okay, so we'll put that as a future agenda item.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I just wait to hear back from you with the application? Is that the way this should go? Should I reach out to
The
you?
board, the board can't deliberate anything that's in a open forum, so
Okay.
they can't take any action on it
Yep.
this evening, but we'll put it on for the next agenda item for the board to further discuss a process for distributing.
Does that mean I should be here at the next board meeting, or no?
Yeah, I would just say it would help.
Okay,
Because if anyone has questions or anything else, because that's the night that hopefully we not only can put a process in place, but we'll know what the available balance is.
okay, that's 2 weeks from tonight?
The 16th, so that's 3.5,
16th.
June 16th.
3.5 weeks away.
Okay, yeah, we'll be back. Thanks a lot, I appreciate your
Okay,
time.
thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else here for open forum? Hearing none? Student representative report. Alec?
So, our school year is coming to a close. Graduation is May 31st. Our last day of school is on June 16th. It's a half a day. And finals begin in 2 weeks, so that's a little scary. Our school held a college fair last Friday, 17 different colleges. Students were given the opportunity to ask questions, tuition, how to apply, just anything like that that could actually help students get into college. Maybe they don't have enough knowledge on that. So it was really beneficial. We hold it every day, or not every day, sorry, every year. Every year we have it. Students love it. They appreciate the opportunities it gives. And we're holding a cornhole tournament today, 6:30 p.m. So maybe a little too late to join, but it's on the turf. Show choir camp, July 27th to July 31st, $150 per student at Shepherd Hill. And that's all we got.
Excellent.
Excuse me,
And,
can I just leave these for you, just some pamphlets?
Oh,
And
please. Oh,
Business
sure.
Guide has a website, kind of website for our newsletters and all the other stuff that we have going, okay?
okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Grab it later, maybe.
Okay, and I'll take next is approval of minutes of the last two meetings, one meeting on May 12th and one on May 18th.
I move to approve minutes for
Second.
regular meeting and special meeting,
For both, for May 12th and,
and 18th.
and second on that? Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous? And appointments and resignations.
All right, first we have, we received 2 talent bank forms from Machine Gagner and Alani Stanley seeking to be appointed to the Conservation Commission. There are currently 2 alternate openings. The Conservation Commission is recommending the appointment of both as follows. Machine Gagner, term expiration June 30th, 2029, and Alani Stanley, term expiration date June 30th, 2028. I'd recommend the board make the appointments as requested.
So moved?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous.
Congratulations.
Congratulations and welcome aboard. Thank you. You can come up and talk about what you want to do or anything, by all means. Okay, and resignations, we have none?
Nope, we still have one more appointment here. We still have an appointment for the Board of Appeals alternate positions. We received 2 talent bank forms from Alani Stanley and Ryan Black seeking to be appointed to the Zoning Board of Appeals. Currently, there are 2 alternate openings. The Zoning Board of Appeals is recommending the appointment of both as follows. Alani Stanley, term expiration June 30th, 2029, and Ryan Black, term expiration date June 30th, 2027. I'd recommend the board make both of those appointments.
Do a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I have a question, Alani. 2 different boards? Johnny, sorry. 2 different boards?
Correct.
How did that come up? How did you come up with it? You just want to volunteer? What is your interest?
Well, I mean, with Charlton having over 14,000 people, I feel like I can really benefit and help both boards with my background and my experience,
Which is
which is,
your experience?
so I have a lot of experience. My undergrad is in radiation biology, so I know a lot about the sciences. And I've done a lot overall in Boston with a lot of my strategic management, project management. I have been in Charlton for just a little over a year, and so why not give back?
Wonderful. Good.
Excellent.
Thank you
Excellent.
both.
Thank you.
And she's a glutton for punishment.
But I noticed there was one, Ryan had,
To be admired.
interest in the, did I see that earlier?
Thank you.
In not the bylaw review committee, the master plan?
That,
It
we'll
is-
bring those candidates forward at your next meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Nice, always great to see people standing up. And we have 5 minutes more to go before our first poll hearing.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
if you hear me, if we have time to kill, if you're open to it, could we combine and take action items 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 for a combined vote to approve or not approve according to the recommendations? These are the basics of just approving the alcoholic beverage license for Monarch Orchard, the July 4th Town Hall closing, the heating and propane bid award, and the Employee Appreciation Day, but leaving the health insurance, the AI, and the scholarships open for discussion.
It's a motion, do we have a second on that?
Second.
Second. Any, it's the wishes of the board?
I go with everything that David said, except I want to know more about the Employee Professional Appreciation Day. So can we leave
So
that
2,
for
3,
the
4, and
discussion?
5. So we'll just
Yeah.
amend it to 2, 3, 4,
So I
5.
don't know how to help.
3, 4, and 5. Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, sir.
So we're taking, okay.
Yep.
We have a second on that?
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and we're still 5 minutes before our poll hearing. Do we want to,
How about the health insurance? 7?
Sure, I'll take care of that one. All right, so as the
Through
board,
chair.
Number 7?
yes, number 7. All right, so as the board had previously authorized, we have been moving forward with the required steps to transition from the Hampshire County Insurance Trust to the Mass Strategic Health Group and Southern Worcester County Health Insurance Group, which is the sub-joint purchasing purchase trust group within the broader joint purchasing agreement. This evening, we're asking the board to take the following votes to authorize execution of the applicable agreements. First, asking for a motion to enter into the agreement for joint negotiating and purchase of certain insurance coverages with the Mass Strategic Health Group. And a second motion to enter into the agreement for joint negotiation and purchase for health coverage with the Southern Worcester County Health Insurance Group. Take that as the first part of it.
so do we want to take those as individual motions, or do I?
Asking if you take those motions.
Mr. Chair, I would motion, and Andrew, correct me if I'm doing it wrong, I would motion to enter into the agreement for joint negotiation and purchase of certain insurance coverages with Mass Strategic Health Group, and to enter into the agreement for joint negotiation and purchase of health coverage with the Southern Worcester County Health Insurance Group.
Okay.
Is that what?
Perfect.
Perfect. Do I have a second on that?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Andrew, I just lost my place. Yeah, but how would it? Aye, so, all in favor?
I mean,
Aye.
yeah,
It's unanimous.
got
There
3
you go.
minutes.
No, you're there. There you go.
Yep, yep.
What do you
We
think?
just passed that.
All right, so let me just move on. There's additional parts of this. So further, with the change in providers, the town, in collaboration with the IAC, authorized plan design changes through the introduction of deductibles to realize savings in the health insurance costs for the upcoming fiscal year. Now, per Mass General Law, Chapter 30B, Sections 21 and 22, the town must use 25% of the first year's premium savings to mitigate out-of-pocket impacts on employees. This was negotiated with the Public Employee Commission, or the PEC, who have agreed to accept a 2-month premium holiday for active employees to distribute this premium savings. So I'm asking that the board approve the premium savings distribution plan.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And finally, as the board had conducted negotiations with each bargaining unit and has agreed to change the health insurance contribution splits for all new employees from 75%, 25% employer-employee contribution, I'm asking the board to amend the town's personnel policy to reflect this change for all non-union employees hired after July 1, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. And we are close enough to the poll hearing now, or?
Right on.
Right on it, okay, poll hearing.
All right, poll hearing for Prenier Road. Attached will find a request from the Massachusetts Electric Company, DBA National Grid, and Verizon New England, Inc., requesting permission to install one joint-owned pole on Prenier Road for a residential customer. Also attached is the notice that was sent to the abutters. This request has been forwarded and approved by both the police chief and DPW superintendent. No comments or concerns have been received. The chairman should open the public hearing by reading the notice as sent to abutters. And I recommend the board approve the request.
Okay, so to open the public hearing, the Charlton Select Board will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, May 26th, 2026, at 6:45 PM in the Charlton Town Hall, Meeting Room 1, 37 Main Street, Charlton, Mass. To act on a request from Mass Electric, DBA National Grid, and Verizon New England, requesting permission to locate poles, wires, fixtures, including the necessary sustaining and protecting fixtures along the public way. Prenier Road, National Grid to install one JO pole on Prenier Road, the beginning point approximately 253 feet south of the center line on the intersection of Prenier Road and Old Worcester Road. Installing pole number 1-50 for service to a residential customer. Is there anybody here for the public hearing? I don't. Having none?
Nope. We got nobody here.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Well, you motion to close and then.
Motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then a motion to vote on
I move to approve as written.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All in favor, aye, unanimous. Moving on to the next poll hearing.
All right, next poll hearing is scheduled for 6:50. It is for number 6 Schoolhouse Road. Attached will find a request from Massachusetts Electric Company, DBA National Grid, and Verizon New England, Inc., requesting permission to install one joint-owned pole on number 6 Schoolhouse Road for service to a new residential home. Also attached to this notice is the notice that was sent to the abutters. This request has been forwarded by both the police, or forwarded and approved by both the police chief and DPW superintendent. No comments or concerns have been received. Chairman should open the public hearing by reading the notice as sent to the abutters.
Okay, the Charlton Select Board will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, May 26th at 6:50 PM in the Charlton Town Hall, Meeting Room 1, 37 Main Street, Charlton, Mass. To act on a request from Mass Electric, DBA National Grid, Verizon New England, requesting permission to locate poles, wires, and fixtures, including the necessary sustaining and protecting fixtures across the following public way. Number 6 Schoolhouse Road, National Grid to install one JO pole on number 6 Schoolhouse Road, beginning at the point approximately 590 feet south of the center line of the intersection of Bayless Road and number 6 Schoolhouse Road, installing pole number 18-1 in a public way for service to a new residential home. Is there anyone here wishing on this matter to speak? Please make yourself known. I don't see anyone, so and motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. In a vote, I will take a motion on a vote to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Now we're going to back to the scholarship awards
The nuisance.
under action items? Actually, it's not, the scholarship awards.
Mr. Chair, if I may, just a question. So we don't have to do anything on the first one because the family chose? So
Correct.
we're only concerned with the second two, correct?
Correct.
Well,
That's
actually with one, right? But wasn't there only one application for the Nahimian? I thought there was there was only one application for that specific scholarship, so that was number 3.
Correct.
And then we have 4 for Jesse Smith, and the Wayne family was the one that was chosen, correct?
That is correct. So this evening, the motion to the board will be to, a recommended motion to award number 3 for the Nehemiah B. Stone Scholarship, and for the board to choose from the applicants for the Jesse Smith Scholarship.
Right.
But we aren't doing it by name, so.
No, no,
Just
by
gonna-
number.
by number.
So
By
it's just
number.
gonna be whatever
Just by
number for
number.
that.
I can go first. My recommendation will be number 4. For the reasons, all those kids are bright, they all have, high GPA. I like this one because of the chosen major, but above it all, because of the volunteering component in the application.
Okay, do we have any other discussion, or do we,
I'm fine with Ms. Borowski's choice.
so the motion is for number 4, do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
When
Unanimous.
you sure you can.
Yes, aye.
So we don't have to do anything for 3, we still have to make a motion.
I would still make a motion to award it to number 3.
Oh, I mean for the other one, for the Narromaya Stone. We just did the Jesse Smith, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, I thought the number was, yeah, okay.
But now we have to
So-
award
so
the
now-
amount
Now a
of money.
motion
So-
to, yeah, for the
So,
stone
Mr.
slope.
Chair, I would move to award the Narromaya B. Stone Scholarship to applicant number 3 in the amount of $500.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay,
I thought it was kind of discouraging that nobody applied for that bakery, especially from Bay Path. We're talking about the, right? Last year was the same thing.
Especially with the cost of school today, every $50 you can get anywhere.
Yeah.
so what do
Yeah.
we want to go down to the number 6 on the action items?
That works for me.
AI?
All right.
Yeah, we only have 6 and 8.
So at your last meeting, I had mentioned that the town should contemplate adopting a artificial intelligence use policy to essentially explain to employees kind of what you can and cannot do with AI. Specifically as it becomes more and more of a tool being used in the workplace. There are certain things that AI is very helpful with, and some things that it should absolutely not be used for. So at least in drafting a policy, we try to set up some general guardrails of awareness for our employees, of saying, like, this is what is an acceptable use of it and what is not. So I've drafted a use policy based off a couple of different policies that are out there and brought for your consideration. We do still have to kind of do an internal distribution and get some feedback from employees, but we have provided this to IT and HR to get their initial feedback. This is really the first draft of it, and want to get the board's insight on it and see how you want to proceed before bringing it back to the board for a final vote.
Through the chair, are the employees gonna get any training to go with it, or this is just gonna be implemented policy once approved?
So we would look to implement it, provide this as written, but then as we were talking about having employee professional development day,
Oh, got it.
focusing on, ensuring that everybody has the policies and comprehends, especially new policies
Right.
as part of that.
Mr. Chair. Through the chair, so Andrew, I'm also guessing because of the nature of this, it's gonna be, I think,
Right.
almost no choice, a living document.
Mhm.
That we're gonna have to
It's-
constantly
oh, yeah.
update.
Update.
We're gonna
Yeah,
make changes.
that's- you just my point.
And like, so one thing I didn't see in here under prohibited was like use of town logos. Because once that's also put into that system, it's kind of like, once one person puts it there, it's there forever. Should we not allow like the town of Charlton seals being used in AI-generated things? I'm just thinking out loud.
So, one of the things, that we're kind of thinking about this is like what lives in the public domain and what does not live in the public domain, because, anybody that has access to the town seal may be able to grab that and put it into an AI. It becomes
Okay.
part of a training model. It's difficult for us to really control that. But when it comes to things, that are HIPAA protected, that are personal identifiable information,
Would
like
that
social security
qualify as
numbers,
like Karen or Steve or my likenesses?
we could
Because that's
definitely-
not in here, that someone can't make an AI of
Yeah.
Karen or me or somebody.
Yeah.
Well, through the chair, sadly, because my understanding is because we're public officials, people can do what they want with us.
Even with
With
AI.
images, with,
Oh,
it's part of the joy of being an elected official. But again, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't agree with it, but, yeah.
I think the concerning stuff is the NPI, the non-public information, or the
Right, the
HIPAA
health,
information.
health,
Yeah.
health.
Right.
HIPAA, everybody want to buy it. I think too, again, through the chair, it would be beneficial if, the type of orientation, it's great to have the policy, a document, but if there was some kind of video that a person could, or YouTube video that we could watch for training, including all of us, I know I could learn a few things about it, that would be beneficial. I don't know if my peers feel the same way.
Is there some type of labeling that people know they're looking at an AI generated
It's one of the ones videos where I just skip through.
product?
Welcome to,
Rather than, well, yeah. I
New
mean, how
era
would
of
you know?
technology.
It's hard to tell sometimes whether or not it's AI generated or.
yeah,
Maybe
welcome to the
Did you
wild
see
new
the seven
frontier.
finger?
A five.
A lot of the new
horse.
technology has watermarks in videos and pictures that are embedded in there.
But this is all, great, through the chair, this is information we can all benefit from, and training we can all benefit from, and having it something other than just the written document, I think would be,
I bet you the state will
Beneficial.
incorporate some of that training through the ethics classes that we have to take, and
Well, the trainings already exist.
Existing.
Maybe there's one that Andrew can get. As I was mentioning to Mike just now, we just did our AI training, which
At
was
work.
mandatory at work, right? You have to go through the video modules, take the quizzes, and then show
Yeah.
you got 70%.
yeah.
There may be something existing that
Mhm.
Andrew could utilize that's already made. I don't know.
Mhm.
I would think eventually the state will come up with something as
Well,
probably as
it's-
well to go along with ethics training and all that type of thing.
Right, I mean, as I say, we're kind of in the new frontier of this, and I think that the effects, essentially what it can be used for is not essentially, has not been all encompassing at this point. And I think as long as we kind of outline to say, like, here's really what you cannot do, and I was just noting on here, the prohibited uses, it does use of trademarks, personal likenesses, fictional characters, that is outlined as here, like, don't use that, in an AI. But like permitted uses really is focusing on like creating forms, helping to establish policy guidelines, stuff like that can be used to create templates is more of an acceptable use. But then as you go into kind of like the oversight and review, it's not spitting out something that's perfect. You always have to go back and review it. You should always have more than one person, especially a department head, review it before it becomes something before it becomes a public document. And I think that's more or less what we're trying to hone in on with this, is like, before you just come up and create something and say, yep, ChatGPT just spit this out, and now this is a new town policy, that we're ensuring that it's vetted before it's
Yeah, and
moving forward.
it's still just a tool. It
Right.
is not perfect. It makes plenty of mistakes.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't want people using it as a crutch to do their jobs. It's a
Right.
tool they should use.
Correct.
Research, yeah.
Yeah.
So then maybe we bring this back up after we distribute it to the
Yep, we could
employees, and bring it back.
exactly.
Oh, is this gonna have to go for union approvals?
Well, that too is something I'll have to kind of work through, but I at least want to get this on your plate to look at, consider, and we'll
Okay.
probably be in a more refined place after we make sure that
Police
it's,
don't care.
Did you guys at school,
Disciplinary
Alec,
action
went
is
through something like
usually-
this? Did you went through something like this? At schools, do they tell you what you can use it for or not?
It's promoted for educational use, of course, like there's, don't use it like this, don't cheat, right? Of course, there's appropriate ways to use it, but of course, there's students who inappropriately use it to cheat on homework or whatever, for the quiz or whatever. But teachers do encourage use. A lot of teachers encourage use for educational purposes, to understand, like,
But anybody did give you any outline, like any type of rules on usage that you had to read or sign? I mean, I don't
There's one phrase
know.
called plagiarism.
No, but like, I don't know. It's overwhelming.
well, it's like a new thing to, like, I bet even teachers, like, it's kind of, there's not a clear answer on what to do with it. It's just kind of like a gray area, I feel like, for like teachers as well, but I don't know.
Because they do have to sign their own, every year what they can or cannot do with that stuff. But probably next year.
Yeah, one of the big things that we've kind of learned, through AI is that, inputting personally identifiable information that is within our custody is considered to be a breach of a cybersecurity breach that has to be treated in the exact same way.
Oh, yeah,
So, that's really where we want to be able to provide a guidance and oversight to saying, like, this is the consequences of using this, even if we didn't have an AI in place, or AI policy in place, we are subjected to be liable if it is used in this way, so.
No? Well, it's proactive. So do we don't need, do we need a vote on it?
No vote needed
No
tonight?
action, no,
Nope.
all right.
But if you guys have any feedback in the meantime, want to forward it to me, I can try to incorporate it or research it, and I'll look into other training methods as well.
Okay,
Thank you.
very good. And moving on to Employee Professional Development and Appreciation Day.
All right. So in an effort to enhance and expand our annual Employee Appreciation Day, we're requesting that the board consider approving Thursday, August 13th as Professional Development and Appreciation Day. So I have attached a draft outline for the day's program, which is focused on topics including public interactions, public communications, emergency management, and policy review. As part of this program, we respectfully ask that the board consider authorizing the closure of municipal buildings for the day to assist us in providing lunch for the employees, and approve granting 2 hours of personal time to all municipal employees. For town hall staff participating in the training, the personal time will be utilized following the completion of the day's activities, and for any employees whose job responsibilities don't permit them to attend or immediately use that time, then that 2 hours of personal time can be used at a later date within the fiscal year. So
And this would all be done here?
that's what we're looking to do is do it here.
Here in meeting room 1?
Yep.
Do you need any help with the food,
That'd be
water?
great. That's kind of what I'm hoping is that, you know, if we have multiple buildings, not all of them can be closed, and help give you guys some face time with the employees, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I like the agenda.
Pizza,
too.
whatever. Last year we did
Yeah,
maybe pizza. Last year I got the pizza with water, stuff like that. We can talk
the
about it.
yeah,
We had cookies. Remember last year we had cookies?
yeah, very good. So we need
Yeah, I
a
like that.
motion to approve that and that date,
Motion to approve.
Second.
second.
And we
All
will
in-
talk among us how we're gonna help with the
Yeah.
food and drinks.
Yeah, why don't we come up with a plan by August 1st or something? All right, and that gets us through the action items. And on to the town administrator report.
We still got the 7 o'clock real quick.
Oh, did
Yeah.
we vote on, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just have to
So
motion.
no one's coming for this?
Did we
Yep.
vote on the August 13th?
We had a motion and a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
So
Thank you.
there's no one coming for this hearing?
Nope, so, we had opened on April 14th, the board had, opened the nuisance dog hearing, owned by Mary Taylor, and voted based on the evidence and testimony presented at the hearing to continue it for 30 days. If no reports were received within that time frame, the hearing would be formally closed. We have not received any reports since then, so the board should move to close the hearing.
I would accept the motion.
Mr. Chair, I move to close the hearing.
Second.
Second, yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Now we're moving on to town administrator report.
All right, I will save you all some time. I don't have anything for this evening.
Are there any requests for future agenda items?
Just the one, I think, from the gentleman that was here speaking with the opioid.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Ms. Parrish?
Oh, for the grant.
yeah.
And did we get anywhere with the, whose request was this? Mr. Lamansky, no, whose request was this about this inventory situation
Yeah, we,
from?
we are out soliciting for interns at this time, and hopefully be able to start interviews once Lynn gets back from vacation next week.
Mhm.
So once we get an intern on board, we'll send them on their way.
Nice.
Okay. The next meeting announcement will, the next select board meeting will be June 16th, 2026, 6:30 PM, Town Hall, Meeting Room 1. If there is nothing else, I would accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.